Hi everyone, in this video I am going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 3 core in a session May-June 2023 Paper 3-2. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, part A, write the number 300,003 in figures. 300,003. Part B, write 15,896 correct to number 1, the nearest thousand. So the digit at the thousand place is 5. So the next is 8. So we have to round up. So this is 16,000. Number 2, the nearest 10. The digit at the 10 place is 9. The next is 6. So we have to round up to make it 10. So it would be 15,900. Because when I make this 9, 10, so 0 and 1, so 8 becomes 9 and 9 becomes 0. Right. Now for part C, by writing each number in the calculation correct to one significant figure, work out an estimate for the value of, you must show all your working, right? Up to one significant figure, first we have to write 28 is rounded to 30 times 5.4 round to just 5 over 0.47 is 5 plus 0.9 is 1. Okay, so 30 times 5 is 600. 30 times 5, sorry, 150 over 0.5 plus 1 is 1.5. So 150 divides 1.5 is 100. Right. Now for part D, find the value of number 1, square root of 1849. Square root 184943. Right. Number 2, 5 exponent 0. Subtract 5 exponent negative 1. This is 4 by 5, or we can say 0.8. Right. And number 3 is 5 sine 30 minus 8 divided by 11 is minus 1 by 2, or minus 0.5. Now for part E, a cyclist travel at a constant speed of 8.5 meter per second. This is the speed we have given. Number 1, work out how long the cyclist take to travel a distance of this much kilometer. Give your answer in minutes and seconds. Okay, so we have given the speed is equals to distance over time. We have to find how long, means we have to solve for time, which is equals to distance over speed. The distance is 5.27 kilometer and the speed is 8.5 meter per second, right? Now we have to convert meters into kilometers first. Okay, according to the conversion, we have 1 kilometer has 1000 meters, right? So 1 meter has 1 over 1000 kilometers, right? So what is 8.5 meters? This is 8.5 over 1000. This is equals to 0.0085. All right, so this is 5.27 kilometers and this is 0.0085 kilometer per second. Kilometer is cancelled with kilometers. Now 5.27 divides 0.0085. This is 620 seconds. Okay, so we have to convert our answer in terms of minutes and seconds. Let me use the conversion. 1 minute has 60 seconds, right? So, sorry, it's 60. 1 second has 1 over 60 minutes, right? So 620 over 60 minutes is equivalent to 620 seconds, right? Divided by 60, this is 10.33 minutes, right? So basically it's 10 minutes, subtracting 10 and times by 60 is 20 seconds. 10 minutes and 20 seconds, right? Now for the second part, the cyclist increased the speed from 8.5 meter per second to 10.2 meter per second. Work out the percentage increase in the speed. Okay, how much is the increase? Percentage increase, the formula is how much is increase from 10.2 and 8.5. Divided, the original speed was 8.5 and times it by 100, right? So 10.2 subtract 8.5 divides 8.5 times by 100, which is 20% is the percentage increase in the speed. Question number 2, part A. Mika counts the number of letters in each of 21 words in a paragraph. Some of his results are shown in the table and the bar chart. Number of letters and the frequency. Number 1, complete the table and the bar chart. Okay, so for the first one, number of letters is 1 and the frequency is 7. So it's completed, 1 and it's 7. For second, it's 2 and it's 12. The frequency is 12. For number 2, the frequency should be 12. So over here. This is for 2. Okay. Number 3 is missing. Number 3, the frequency is 14. Number 4 is 15. 4, it's 15. Number 5 is missing. We have to solve for 5. And for number 6, it's 5. Number 6, it's 5. And we have given that the sum should be 61, right? So let me add them up, which is 7 plus 12 plus 14 plus 15 plus 5. And 61 take away answer. This should be 8. The frequency for 5 is 8. Right. Let me draw the histogram for 5. Here is 8. Right. Now for second part, write down the mod. Mod is the most repeated value, the most repeated frequency, which is 15. So the mod is number 4. Right. Now for part B, Grace also counts the number of letters in each word of another paragraph. Her results are shown in the table. Number 1, work out the mean. So mean is sum of fx divided by the total, right? So this is the x and this is f. What is fx? The product. 1 times 10, 2 times of 18, 36, 3 times 9, 27, 4 times 6, 24, 5 times 5, 25, 6 times 2 is 12. Now sum of fx should be 10 plus 36 plus 27 plus 24 plus 25 plus 12 is 134. 134 divided by the total number of frequency is 10 plus 18 plus 9 plus 6 plus 5 plus 2 is 50. 134 divides 50 is 2.68. Right. Now for part B, she picks one of these words at random. Find the probability that it has more than 3 letters. More than 3 letters. Okay, more than 3 letters. It can be 4 letters, 5 letters, or 6 letters. The frequency for 4 is 6, and for 5 is 5, for 6 is 2. So it's 13 out of the total are 50. So 13 out of 50 is the probability. Now for part C, she counts the number of letters in each word in the next sentence. These are her results. Number 1, find the median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So median is the middle value of the data since they are even. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1. So the average of 2 and 6 is a median. Wait, for median we have to arrange the data. I skipped this thing. So arranging, first we have 1, right, and then we have 2, 2 and 2. So 2 is 3 times 2, 2 and 2, and then 3 and 3, 3, 3, and then 4 and 4, so 4, 4, and we have 5 just once, 6, 7 and 9, 6, 7 and 9. Now let me find the middle value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 4 are the middle values. So 3 plus 4 divided by 2, which is 7 out of 2, which is 3.5. Let me double check. 7 by 2 is 3.5. Yes, that's the median. Now for the second part, find the range. Range is the difference between the maximum and the minimum. So 9 minus 1, 8 is the range. Question number 3, part A. Number 1, on the grid, draw a conversion graph between Australian dollar and South African rands. Okay. So the conversion is 50 Australian dollar is equivalent to 540 South African rands. Okay. So 50 Australian dollar is this, and 540 is 500, 10, 20, 30, 40. This is 540, right? So this point 50 and 540, and the other one is 0, 0. Right, the other one is 0. When 0 Australian dollar has 0 African rands, right? Now for the second part, a watch cost 1,350 South African rands. Find the cost of this watch in Australian dollars, right? So we know that 1 South African rands was equivalent to 50 out of 540 Australian dollars, right? So what is 1,350 South African rands? This should be equals to 1,350 times by 50 divides by 540 Australian dollars, right? Let me simplify. So 1350 times 50 divides 540. This is 125 Australian dollars. Now for part B, number 1, a train leaves Sydney at 21:48 local time to fly to Johannesburg. The flight takes 14 hours and 15 minutes. The local time in Sydney is 8 hours ahead of the local time in Johannesburg. Find the local time in Johannesburg when the plane arrives. Okay, the plane leaves Sydney at 21:48 local time. So this is a local time of Sydney, which is 9:48 p.m. right? To fly to Johannesburg, the flight takes 14 hours and 15 minutes. The local time in Sydney is 8 hours ahead of the local time in Johannesburg, right? So the time in Sydney is 9:48 p.m. and the time in Johannesburg is 8 hours behind of this time. Okay, so in 9:48, we have to subtract 8 hours. So this is 1:48, right? So the plane leaves Johannesburg at 1:48 p.m., right? Okay, so in this, let me add 14 hours and 15 minutes. This should be 16:03, or this is basically 4:03 p.m. The plane arrives Johannesburg, right? Now for the second part, on the plane there are 315 people. Ratio of children and adults is 7:8. Work out the total number of adults on the plane, right? So total number of adults on the plane, adults are 8. Out of the total, 7 plus 8 is 15. Multiply by the total peoples are 115, 315, sorry. 8 out of 15 times 315, which is 168. 168 people are adults, right? Now for this third part, another plane has 420 seats. 90% of the seats are occupied. Work out the number of seats that are occupied. So 90% is 90 out of 100. 90% of the total seats in the plane are occupied. So 90 divides 100 times 420. This is 378 seats are occupied out of 420. Question number 4. Fiedel gives different amounts of water to some plants. The scattered diagram shows the height, centimeter, and the amount of water in milliliter for each of 15 plants. Right. Now for number A, plot these two results on the scatter diagram, amount of water and the height. When amount of water is 60, the height is 27. So here we have 25, 26, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. This is 27 corresponding to 60. Okay. And this point is 60. Right. The next is amount of water is 85 and the height is 41. So this is 85 and we have to find 41. This is 41. Okay, this point. And 85 is this line. Yes, this is 85. Now for part B, what type of correlation is shown on the scatter diagram? Okay, so on the scatter diagram, when the amount of water increase, the height increase. Right, so you can see the height also increase. So it is a positive correlation. Now for part C, one of the plant had a lower height than expected from the for the amount of water given. One of the plants, right? On the scatter diagram, put a ring around the point for this plant, right? So one of the plant had a lower height. So lower height, this is the height, it's lower than the expected for the amount of water given. So this is the point. The water given is 60 milliliter and the height is just 7, right? Now for part D, number 1, on the scatter diagram, draw a line of best fit. Okay, the line of best fit, let me draw it. Any straight line. Okay, I guess this should be my line of best fit. Right. Now for the second part, another plant is given 65 milliliter of water. Use your line of best fit to estimate the height of this plant. 65 milliliter. 65. Okay, we have to find out the height of that plant. Okay. This is 32. Right. 32 is the height of that plant. 32 centimeters. Now for part E, and find the average of these 17 plants that have a height more than 24 centimeter. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal, please. More than 24 centimeter. The height is more than 24. So this one is 25 and this is 24. How many plants are more than 24 height? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plants have a height of more than 24 out of 17 plants, and for percentage times it by 100 up to 1 decimal place we have to solve. 8 divided 17 times by 100 is 47.1%. Right. Question number 5, part A. This rectangle has an area of 12 centimeters square and a perimeter of 16 centimeter. This shape is made from 6 of these rectangles. Find the area and the perimeter of this shape. So area of a rectangle, we have a formula for area of a rectangle, that is length times width, right? So the area is 12. So it can be 3 times 4 is 12, or it can be 2 times 6 is 12, right? So let me check with the perimeter. So perimeter of a rectangle is sum of all sides. So 2 times length plus width, we can say. Perimeter is 16. If I can take 3 plus 4 and times by 2, or we can take 2 plus 6 and times it by 2. Let me check. 3 plus 4 times by 2, this is not 16. And 2 plus 6 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. Yes. So the dimensions are 2 and 6 of the rectangle. This is 6 and this is 2, right? This shape is made from 6 of these rectangles. Find the area and the perimeter of this shape, right? So area of one rectangle is area of 6 rectangles. This is 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. So 12 times 6. Right, 12 times 6, which is 72. So the area is 72 centimeters square. Right, now let me find the perimeter of the shape. This is 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 6. Plus we have 2. This is 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. 8 times 2. 6 times 6 is 36. 2 times 8 is 16. Okay. 36 plus 16 is 52. So the perimeter of that shape is 52 centimeter. Now for part B, find the area of this rectangle, triangle. So area of a triangle is half base times height. Half. The base is 16 times the height is 8.4. Right. 16 times 8.4 divided by 2, 67.2 centimeters square. All right. Now for part C, a circle has a circumference of 28 centimeter. Circumference is 2 pi r, which is 28. So if I work out the radius, so the radius is 28 divides 2 pi. Right. So this should be 28 divides 2 pi, 4.46 centimeter is the radius. Now for part D, a cube has a volume of 125 meter cube. Work out the surface area of a cube. So volume of a cube is basically equals to a cube, side cube. So this is 125, this is a cube, taking the cube root, so 5 is basically the side. Each side of a cube is 5 centimeter, right? Okay, now the surface area of a cube has a formula 6a square, 6 side square. 6, 5 square is 25, so 6 times 25. 6 times 25 is 150 centimeter square. Sorry, meter square. Question number 6, part A. For each quadrilateral, draw any lines of symmetry and write down its mathematical name. Okay, so first we have to draw the lines of symmetry. So this is a line of symmetry, right? And this is a line of symmetry. So it is a rhombus. Right. Now for the second part, there is only one line of symmetry and it's a kite. Its name is kite. Right. Now for part B, the diagram shows three triangles A, B, and C on the grid. Number 1, describe fully the single transformation that maps part A, triangle A, onto triangle B. A to B, this is an enlargement. The scale factor is, we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2. So 6 out of 2 is 3. The scale factor is 3. And let me find the center of enlargement by connecting the points. Right. Let me extend the line. Right. Okay, this point with this one. Okay. So both passing through the point, x is 4 and y is 6. 4, 6 is the center of enlargement. Right. So this is an enlargement with a scale factor of 3, and the center of enlargement is 4, 6. Right. Now for part B, triangle A onto triangle C. A onto C. So this is a rotation 90-degree clockwise. We can find the center by tracing paper. So it is a rotation 90-degree clockwise. Let's find out the center of rotation. Okay. Let me trace the triangle A and rotate it 90-degree clockwise. Let me fix a center origin first and rotate the shape. Yes, so the center of rotation is origin. This is 0, 0. Now for the second part on the grid, reflect triangle A in the line x equals to -1. Triangle A, we have to find the reflection of triangle A. Draw the line x equals to -1. So this is the line x equals to -1. Right, now let me draw the reflection. 1 unit and 2 units. So this point is -3 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -6, 2. And 2 units again. So this is -3 and 4. So this is the reflection of triangle A across a line x equals to -1. Right. Question number 7, part A. Number 1, find the equation of line L. Give your answer in the form of y equals to mx plus c. Equation of line L, right? So the y-intercept is -2, right? And we have a point 4, 4. Okay, this point is 4, 4, and this point is 0, -2. Let me work on the slope. M is y2 minus y1. over x2 minus x1. So this should be negative 6 over negative 4, which is 3 by 2 is the slope, right? So the equation of line is y equals to 3 by 2x, and the y-intercept is negative 2. Now for the second part on the grid, draw the line y equals to 1. The horizontal line is y equals to 1. Alright. Now for the third part, write down the coordinates of the point where the two lines intersect. So the two lines intersect at 2, 1. X is 2 and y is 1. Now for part B, number 1, complete the table of values for the function when x is minus 2, 1 and 4. Okay. So minus 2 square plus 2 and minus 8. This is negative 2. X is minus 2. We have to solve for y. Minus 2 square, it's minus 2, sorry. And minus 8, so it's minus 6. Now for 1, when x is 1, this is 1. And this is 1, minus 6. And for 4, this is 4 and 4, it's 12, right? Now for second part on the grid, draw the graph of the function for x is between minus 4 to plus 4, right? For minus 4, y value is 4. When x is minus 4, y is 4. When x is minus 3, y is minus 2. It's here, right? For minus 2, minus 6. This point is minus 6. And minus 1, it's minus 8. Minus 8 for minus 1. It's 0, negative 8, 0 and negative 8. And 1 sec, minus 6. 1, minus 6. 2, minus 2. 2, we have minus 2. 3 is 4. At 3, it's 4. Okay. And 4, 12. For 4, it's 12. Right? Let me connect all the points to get the graph. Make sure your curve passes through each and every point. Right. Now for the third part, write down the equation of line of symmetry of the graph. So equation of line of symmetry is x equals to minus b divides 2a. So the b value, as you can see, the a is 1, b is 1 and c is minus 8, right? So minus 1 by 2, which is negative 0.5. Now for the fourth part, use your graph to solve the equation when x square plus x minus 8 equals to 0, means when y equals to 0, right? So this is the solution 3.246 and 3.3. Negative 3.3 is the solution and 2.3, right? Negative 3.3 and 2.3, right? Question number 8, part A. Find the value of t when p is 6 and q is 8. T equals to 5 times of 6 plus 3 times of 8. 5 times 6 is 30 and 3 times 8 is 24. So 30 plus 24 is 54. Yes. Okay. Now for part B, simplify. 3a and 2a would be 5a. And 4 take away 7 is minus 3b. Now for part C, multiply out. 5 times 2 is 10x and 5 times 3 is negative 15y. Part D, we have to solve for x. 5x minus 3x equals to 19 plus 1. 5 take away 3 is 2x equals to 20. So x should be equals to 20 divided by 2 is 10, right? Now for part E, make t the subject of the formula. T the subject, so p plus 3 equals to 5t. So t should be equals to p plus 3 divided by 5. All right. Now for part F, entry to a castle cost $8 for an adult and $y for a child. Okay. X for adult and Y for a child. Entry for 2 adult and 3 child cost $15, and entry for 3 adults and 5 child cost $23.50. Write down a pair of simultaneous equations to show this information and solve them to find the value of X and the value of Y. You must show all your working. So 2 adults and 3 children equals to 15. This is my first equation. 3 adults and 5 children equals to 2350. That is my second equation, right? Now let me solve it. Let me use a method of elimination by multiplying this equation by -3 and this equation by 2, right? So 3 times 2 is -6x minus 9y equals to 3 times of 15. 3 times 15, this should be -45. 2 times 3 would be 6x. 2 times 5 is 10y. And 2 times 23.50 is 47. Now let's add them up to get rid of x, right? So this is just y, which is -5. Sorry, this is 47, not 40. 47 take away 45 is 2. This is 2 and this is 47. Right, so the y, the cost of child ticket is $2, right? Let me solve for x by substitute it into the first equation. So 2x plus 3 times y equals to 15. So 2x equals to 15, take away 6. So x should be equals to 15 minus 6 is 9. And 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. The cost of adult ticket is $4.5. Question number 9, part A. These are first 4 terms of a sequence. Number 1, write down the next term. 2 plus 6 is 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. And plus 6 is 14. And plus 6 is 20. So 20 plus 6 is 26. Number 2, write down the term-to-term rule for continuing the sequence. So term-to-term rule is basically add up 6. Add up 6 each time. Number 3, find an expression for the nth term, which is 6n minus 4. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 minus 4 would be 2. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. Right. Now for part B, number 1, find the first 3 terms of a sequence with the nth term n square plus 5. First 3 terms, 5 plus 1 square, 5 plus 2 square, 5 plus 3 square, 6, 9 and 14, right? Okay, now these are the first 4 terms of another sequence. Find an expression for the nth term of this sequence, right? So let me find out the first difference. 7, 10 minus 7 is 3. In 7 add 3, we will get 10. In 10 adding 5. And in 15 and 22 adding 7, right? And the second difference is just add 2 and add 2, right? So the second difference is constant. It means it's a quadratic. Nth term should be a quadratic sequence. So this should be in the form of n square and something, right? So for 1 square plus 6 is 7. 2 square is 4 plus 6 is 10. 3 square is 9 plus 6 is 15. 4 square 16 plus 6 is 22. Yes. So n square plus 9 is the nth term formula for this sequence. So that was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.